Explosion at the Bernabeu. 3 disallowed goals, 2 from Mbappé, 1 from Arda Güler. Real Madrid won, yes, but they left the field with a mixture of relief and anger. Is this why we assembled a galactic squad? To see our stars overshadowed by nitpicky and controversial refereeing decisions? José María Sánchez Martínez is back in the spotlight. And when that happens, you can be sure, peace doesn't last long in La Liga. VAR was more involved than the sideline. The net shook, the crowd erupted, and seconds later, icy silence. Goal disallowed. Again. Does this script feel repetitive? It does. But with each chapter, the outrage grows. The question resonates. How long will Real Madrid be checked by VAR? If you've ever felt this indignation run through your blood, you're in the right place. This channel is for fans who experience every play, every injustice, every victory as an epic. Sign up now, activate the bell, comment on what you thought of this arbitration, and together, we'll transform this passion into a voice. Real Madrid started the season with their foot firmly on the accelerator. 3 wins in 3 games, 9 points. They're the clear leader of La Liga. On paper, the game against Mallorca was a chance for a spectacle. To see Mbappé score, to see Guler shine, to feel the Bernabeu pulsate. But what was supposed to be a show turned into a soap opera. The final score was 2-1 for Los Blancos, but it felt like a battle fought against much more than 11. Did you like this analysis, Madrid fan? Then leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment. Who deserves to be a starter in Xabi Alonso's new Real? Let's exchange ideas. This is Madrid until the last second. Opponents. The team demonstrated character. Even with interruptions, disallowed goals, and referees slowing down the pace, the team remained focused. This new generation blends youth and leadership. Mbappé and Guler call the shots. Valverde and Bellingham provide balance. And Vinicius hasn't even made his debut this season. But the feeling is clear. They're trying to stop us off the pitch. Every decision against Real seems to weigh more heavily. And yet, we keep winning. It's this Madrid spirit, resilient, combative, passionate, that is shaping a season that could be historic. Glazed eyes on number 9. Kylian Mbappé was ready to take center stage, and for a few minutes, he was. But the refereeing removed his name from the headline. The Frenchman scored 2 beautiful goals. One was a crisp shot after a short dribble inside the box. The other was a deadly sprint. The crowd roared, the camera panned to him, but the linesman raised his arm. VAR in action. Goal disallowed. The first for a millimeter offside. The second? Pure controversy. Mbappé was furious. He even posted a screenshot of the incident on social media, mocking the decision. A bitter meme. A direct response to the refereeing. It's clear. He wants to be the decisive man. That's what he came here for. But against Mallorca, his brilliant plays were ruled out by VAR lines. This kind of frustration can be emotionally damaging, but it can also inflame a star player. Mbappé left the field feeling stunned, and that can be dangerous for opponents. And it wasn't just him. Arda Güler also saw his masterpiece turn to dust due to a questionable hand marking. 2 protagonists, 2 questionable decisions, a climate of revolt. Let's take a closer look. Mbappé's first goal disallowed. VAR draws the line. Yes, he was ahead. By centimeters. According to the rules, it's correct. But the coldness of technology weighs heavily. The second disallowed goal is what really sparks the debate. The VAR line seems to be drawn at the... Did you like this analysis, Madrid fan? Then leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment. Who deserves to be a starter in Xabi Alonso's new Real? Let's exchange ideas. This is Madrid until the last second. Limit of interpretation. Mbappé's movement wasn't overdone. It was natural. In Arda Güler's case, the situation borders on absurdity. The ball deflects off his chest and then hits his arm, which is close to his body. The referee interpreted it as an advantage with his hand. Protocol, yes, allows for this interpretation, but the fans didn't buy it. And technically, Real Madrid dominated. They had 70% possession and had 18 shots. They only didn't win the match because Well, because the goals were taken off the scoreboard. The team maintained a high positioning, width on the wings with Rodrigo and Guler, and quick triangles in the middle. It's a team that plays like a champion, but there's room for improvement. Finishing needs to be more accurate. When VAR comes into play, you need to kill the game with 2 or 3 clear goals. The positive? Maturity. Instead of losing its balance, Real Madrid focused, turned the game around, and showed they were mentally ready to be champions. Behind the scenes, the buzz is deafening. Madrid fans inside and outside are already speculating. Is there a veiled persecution against Real Madrid? On social media, influencers like Ramon Damon and even former players commented, "This isn't normal. 3 goals in 1 game, all disallowed?" Sanchez Martinez's name is once again synonymous with controversy. In 5 matches, his decisions directly impacted the outcome of Real Madrid's match. Some Spanish media outlets recalled the shadow of, "Did you like this analysis, Madrid fan? Then leave a like, subscribe to the channel and comment. Who deserves to be a starter in Xabi Alonso's new Real? Let's exchange ideas. This is Madrid until the last second." Negreira. A scandal involving payments to referees linked to Barcelona. Of course, there's no proof. But public perception matters. And every controversial decision fuels this narrative. And as the narrative grows, the atmosphere heats up. Fans want transparency. They want VAR to be a tool for justice, not confusion. But this requires discretion, clear communication, and a review of the guidelines. In the locker room, no one spoke officially. But the players' expressions spoke volumes. Silent. Indignation, tinged with distrust. Despite all the controversy, Real Madrid is the leader, undefeated, with morale. But the risk lies psychologically. How long will the team tolerate questionable decisions? The cast is strong. But this feeling of against all odds can both unite and stress the group. Ancelotti needs to be an emotional manager as well as a coach. And perhaps shielding his athletes from external noise is the biggest challenge so far. Real Madrid is gaining momentum in the standings. But the refereeing looms large, and other clubs are already beginning to weigh in, suggesting the club cries too much. It's the typical narrative reversal that can happen if the club doesn't act institutionally and demand firm action behind the scenes. La Liga also needs to take a stand. The world's most important league can't be held hostage by doubts after every goal scored. And the message is clear. If they try to stop Real Madrid with the whistle, they'll have to face a club that thrives precisely in adversity. What now, Madrid fan? Your opinion is what matters. Was Jose Maria Sanchez Martinez too strict, or was he simply applying the rules with surgical coldness? Do you think VAR is serving to correct or spoil the show? Were these disallowed goals fair, or just another blemish on the championship? Was Mbappé harmed? Was Guler robbed of a goal? What did you see? Comment below. We want to hear what our Madrid community thinks. This channel is made by fans, for fans. Here, every comment fuels new videos, new debates, and new analysis. If you haven't signed up yet, now's the time. Click the red button, activate the bell, and join the most passionate fan base on the planet. Because here, there's no censorship on emotion. Here, we experience Real Madrid as it deserves to be experienced, with intensity, justice, and truth. I'm Renan, and this was another chronicle of our journey. Until next time, and may the whistle never silence us.